Hello and welcome to Accelerate. I am Matt Stone. This is the podcast where we encourage and inspire CEOs, founders, and visionaries on their big leap journeys. We talk about the stories and strategies that will help you accelerate toward your big leap destination with purpose, humility, an open mind, commitment to growth, and recognition that the way we get there is at least as important as where we end up. And I'm so delighted that you've tuned in today. And it's Wednesday, August 24th. And I am, thanks for listening, of course. And I'm enjoying the smell of bleach and baking soda because when you need to get up and think, there's nothing better than cleaning the shower. I highly recommend it. I had some great ideas making my grout white again. So, hey, we'll take the victories, however small they may be, as we plunge ourselves closer and closer and closer into the fall season, at least here in North America. To our friends down in Australia, hope your winter's going well. I see various pictures depicting different experiences this winter from my friends down in Sydney and Melbourne and elsewhere. So always thinking of our friends down under, and I'm not sure why I'm even talking about Australia right now, except that it's one of my favorite places that I've ever been to, and I really want to go back before too long. So another quick thing, I got a comment through Podbean, which is where we host the podcast itself. Someone asking what was the name of the restaurant that I was talking about a couple of days ago with the diner disaster. I'm not going to name it publicly because it wasn't the point. But if you do have questions, and I like receiving questions, some of the user profiles on Podbean are really, they're just very anonymous. And I don't want to have an anonymous exchange. I just don't generally believe in that in my business and in other areas of my life. I like direct, open, non-anonymous communication. So to that end, I am building out some functionality on mattstone.co. And my intention right now is to make it a place where you can leave comments and identify yourself and give feedback on the podcast, make suggestions, ask questions, just sort of share thoughts around the topics and on the topics about the podcast itself or about some of the subject matter we talk about. So look out for that. And to the person who asked me that question, I am happy to answer it directly, non-anonymously. Just let me know who you are, where you're from, and I'll be happy to directly answer that privately. So not here to tear any businesses down, but I just didn't feel like that was the point. All right. So today, I also hope that you enjoyed my conversation with Chris Holter, former Marriott International executive. And I posted that yesterday. It's about an hour long. Just really enjoyed spending some time with Chris. And she brings a lot of wisdom. I think it's so amazing to get to talk to people who have been at a company for 30 years. Just a unique perspective and amount of wisdom about what it takes to navigate that long in an organization, to move up the ladder, and especially as a woman in leadership too. I mean, Chris, she just has a lot of great perspective. So if you haven't listened to yesterday, it is an hour. I haven't gotten sophisticated enough yet in our production to chop it up into little bits. Maybe eventually we'll be better at that. But do take the conversation in whatever bits that you can handle. I know we're all so busy. And listen, I just have a very, very simple topic. I'm 4 minutes in already, and that's all I'm going to need is a couple more minutes, because yesterday I work out of a co-working space sometimes, maybe a day or two a week. I love it because it gives me a different perspective. I'm around a lot. I think I've talked about this before. I'm around different generations, and a lot of Gen Z, a lot of millennials, and a few of us Gen Xers and even older. And so, but I really draw a lot of energy and irritation at times, but mostly positive energy from the Gen Zers around. And there's one young woman there who I see pretty frequently, and she's just full of life and spunk, and she's just very, I don't know, she's just got that energy. And I get to see people like that go through their journey as their new early career professionals and sort of what they get excited about and what's so demotivating to them about their jobs too. It's really, really fascinating. But listen, I heard two different people yesterday in two age brackets say the same comment upon making a mistake. And it was to verbalize, I'm so stupid. Mistake made, oh, I'm so stupid. Now listen, I've said this myself. I don't say that anymore. I really, really don't. I really try to replace it with, oh gosh, I've made a mistake. I'll try again. What can I learn? Those words are so, we treat them like they're throwaways and oh, I'm just frustrated that I messed up or something like that. But I have come to believe that, as my law school dean told me to my face one time, Matt, words matter. And I think he's absolutely right. They matter in so many different ways. And on the day-to-day, what I'm saying about myself, quietly, silently, and out loud, all of that really, really matters. And so I would just encourage myself, but also encourage any listeners out there, just pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. With no judgment, just when you find yourself commenting about yourself and your self-worth and how good you are on something, take note of what you're saying or thinking, whether you verbalize it or not. Just maybe take a day or two and just kind of look at what you're saying or thinking about yourself. There may be some real learnings there. Maybe it's super positive. When it is a negative comment that doesn't have any kind of constructive value, like I'm so stupid because I made a mistake, then it's an opportunity to go, okay, what's that all about, and how could I replace that phrase? It may be hard to do. It's deeply programmed. I mean, we all have our own versions of these tapes, but these are the small things we can do on a day-to-day basis to improve our whole, our connection to ourselves in that positive way, to be coming from that joy-centered place, that place of self-worth, that place that recognizes that we make a lot of mistakes in order to get good at stuff. And it takes a long time, and we never stop learning, hopefully. So listen, I hope that's an inspiration to you. I know it is to me. I'm, again, very, very grateful that you're hanging out with us here as we keep going on this podcast every single weekday. I'm so proud of myself for continuing to do that. And I have to say, I really love it. And I'm looking forward to getting better at it. And I'm only going to get better at it with your help. So please send me emails, matt@mattstone.co, matt@mattstone.co. Continue to increase my Twitter usage. So @mattstoneco is Twitter. Instagram, I'm posting some things there as well. Also the same handle, @mattstoneco. So, and I also have a Matt Stone page on Facebook that you can go to as well. So however you want to stay connected, engage, keep up with, feel free to do that. And I will let you know as soon as I've got some interactive functionality that I like working on our podcast website, mattstone.co, which is going to be our main hub. And I'm just thinking that through in terms of how we want to invite people to comment there. Okay. I hope you have a fantastic middle of the week, that you populate your mind and your mouth with words that are uplifting and positive and constructive for you and everyone else. Bring others joy, and it will bestow upon yourself. And I will look forward to connecting again with you tomorrow. And until then, bye-bye for now.